What would you do if a client tried to steal 5 months of your work, forge bank documents, and lock you out of your own creation? Well, this programmer had the perfect revenge planned, and his client was about to trigger it himself. This is the story of Marcus, a lawyer who thought he could outsmart a 20-year veteran programmer. He was wrong, dead wrong. After 2 decades in the IT trenches, you develop instincts. You learn to spot the predators who circle independent contractors like hungry vultures, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Our programmer, let's call him Alex, had built a solid reputation in a small European country. Hotels, websites, complex IT infrastructures. His work was reliable. His clients respected him. But then came the whispers about Marcus. Marcus owned a rental company and needed a custom platform. Property owners could list homes, renters could browse and pay subscription fees, and he would collect the profits. A standard business model, except for the man behind it. Marcus was a lawyer with a reputation that preceded him like a storm cloud. Sharp as a razor, they said. Backstabbing, conniving, the kind of person who would smile while picking your pocket clean. Multiple people warned Alex against working with him, but Alex was confident, maybe even a little naive. He thought he could handle one difficult client. He was about to learn why sometimes you should listen to the warnings. The contract seemed solid. 6 weeks of back-end programming, followed by front-end design. Clear timeline, reasonable payment schedule, defined scope. Everything signed and sealed. Alex should have known it was too good to be true. 1 week in, Marcus called with his first demand. He wanted to see the website's front end immediately. Alex explained patiently that they were still in back-end development. There was nothing visual yet, just clean, functional code. The contract clearly outlined this timeline. That's when Alex met the real Marcus. "I don't care about your contract," Marcus snarled through the phone. "I want to see progress now. Stop everything and work on the design first." Young and eager to please, Alex agreed without requesting a contract amendment. His first mistake, but definitely not his last. What followed was 3 months of design hell. Alex would create a layout, present it within 48 hours, and watch Marcus tear it apart with surgical precision. Nothing was ever good enough. Every design led to new demands, impossible requirements. It was psychological warfare, and Alex was losing. 4 months in to what should have been a 6-week project, Marcus suddenly had a memory breakthrough. "Where's my working backend?" he demanded. "The contract clearly states you'll have it finished by the end of this month. If you can't deliver, I'll take my business elsewhere and seek compensation for your unprofessionalism." Alex had 12 days to build what normally took 6 weeks. But here's what Marcus didn't know. By this point, Alex had remembered all those warnings. He'd watched Marcus fish around for other programmers, bad-mouthing him, the lazy deadbeat who couldn't do anything right. Alex knew something was coming. So he planted a little insurance policy in the code. A special function that would activate if someone tried to remove his admin access without changing a specific configuration setting first. If triggered, it would delete and purge the entire database, then wipe all documents from the web root. A digital dead man switch. With help from a friend and several sleepless weekends, Alex created a functional backend in 9 days, 85% complete with a full month remaining to polish everything to perfection. The trap was set. Marcus just didn't know it yet. Demonstration day arrived. Marcus sat in his office as Alex showed him the system running on the development server. Alex watched Marcus's eyes light up with dollar signs as he realized what he was looking at. He tried to hide his excitement, but 20 years in business teaches you to read people like open books. He was impressed, which meant he was about to make his move. "It's too slow," Marcus complained, though they both knew the lag was from Alex's limited upload speed. I want you to put it on my production server so I can see the real performance." "Absolutely," Alex replied calmly. "Just pay the 50% milestone payment as outlined in our contract, and I'll deploy it immediately." A few days later, Marcus sent Alex an email with a forwarded bank transaction showing payment of exactly 50% of their agreed price. Perfect, Alex thought. Time to deploy. He uploaded everything to Marcus's production server and sent the login credentials. But Alex suspected something wasn't right about that bank email. The formatting was wrong, the language slightly off. It was exactly the kind of thing a conniving lawyer might try to pull. The trap was armed and ready. 5 minutes, that's how long Marcus waited after reading the deployment email before making his move. He logged into the system and immediately tried to delete Alex's admin account, attempting to lock him out of his own work. He thought he was stealing months of development effort for the price of a fake bank transfer. Instead, he triggered the digital time bomb. The system detected the unauthorized removal attempt and executed its final protocol. Database gone. Web files deleted. 5 months of work completely erased. Marcus had nothing left but an empty server and a very expensive lesson in why you don't mess with programmers who have been in the game for 20 years. But Alex wasn't finished, not even close. Forging bank documents is a serious crime. Alex gathered everything: the fake transaction email, their correspondence, the complete timeline of events, and handed it over to the authorities. Both the police and the bank's legal team launched investigations. While Marcus was dealing with fraud charges, Alex took the system he had built and sold it to Marcus's biggest competitor for a better price than their original contract. The irony was delicious. Marcus's rival now had the exact tool Marcus had tried to steal, and they were using it to dominate the market he thought he could corner. But the story doesn't end there. The final twist came months later when Alex learned the true scope of Marcus's downfall. Marcus had been blacklisted from owning a company in their country. His law license was revoked. His business empire crumbled. His reputation was destroyed. All because he thought he could outsmart a veteran programmer. Alex only ever received that initial 5% payment for 5 months of work, but sometimes the sweetest revenge isn't monetary. They say revenge is a dish best served cold, but in the digital age, it can be served instantly, automatically, and with surgical precision. Marcus thought he could forge documents, steal code, and walk away clean. But he forgot one crucial detail. When you build someone's digital kingdom, you also hold the keys to its destruction. And sometimes, just sometimes, those keys get used exactly as intended. The best part? Marcus did it all himself. Every line of code he tried to steal, every system he attempted to hijack, every bridge he burned, it all led to the moment when his own greed triggered his downfall. In the end, the system worked exactly as designed, just not the way he expected. The next time someone warns you about a client, maybe, just maybe, you should listen. Because in the digital world, karma has a way of executing itself automatically and with surgical precision.